All right, Katie Nation, super excited about this because I got my girls and it's all about us baddies, especially the West Coast baddies. So listen, we got my girl Bella here. She's representing. We got my girl Jenny 69 and of course my homegirl Reverie. But I got to show love to Blanca, the boss, because she put this all together. Hey, Blanca, what's up, girl?
Hey, what's up? How are you?
I'm excited. So listen, it's going down Saturday. Let's talk about it. West Coast baddies. I want to just talk about like really quick, Blanca, how did you tap in with all these beautiful women and put this together? And was it a challenge?
So I did manifest it last year, and I looked at them and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get in contact with them. They came over here. Crystal Poppin is missing right now.
Right.
But they came over here, and then they went to Tony Ace's radio. Podcast.
Yes.
And then I saw Bella there, and then boom, I said, oh. And then I was like, you know what? Let's do this. I asked Reverie first, Bella. I asked Crystal, and then I had fortunately met Jenny before, but then I got back in contact with her with MC Magic.
Ooh, I love that. Shout out to MC Magic and Big D. Yeah, definitely. So when she hit you up, Bella, were you like, this is it. This is what we got to do. And why? What was the reason why you decided to jump on?
Organization, like, and Mexicans, come on. Like, why would you not have fun?
Hey.
You know?
And to be honest, like, you are on stage with some powerhouses here, right? Jenny 69, Reverie. Jenny, you are so busy. So was this something that you were like, you know what, Latinas, Mexicanas?
Well, first of all, I just want to give my flowers to Reverie and Bella before we even get started because I was a fan. Obviously, I'm still a fan of their work before I even started doing music.
Really?
You know? Yes.
Isn't that a trip that you were following them, you were fans, and now you're on stage with them?
Yes. So
Crazy.
It's an honor. Like, I'm excited to bring all the Mexicanas together because I feel like there's this disconnect with the like West Coast female rappers, and I feel like we don't have that platform. So I feel like with girl power, we can all put each other on.
Why do you think we have that disconnect? Because LA is so strong Latino based. So like, why do you think we have that disconnect?
Because LA is toxic, and people, I just feel like maybe not specifically LA, I just feel like Mexicanos in general. So I feel, and women get a lot of hate. So they see a female doing it and they just love to talk, you know, and I feel like that's just what it is. So we just kind of want to like show love and just unite with each other because it has nothing to do with us. Right. So as long as we're doing what we need to do, everybody else will follow and they will be able to see our talent.
I love that. Rev, what about you? Like when they presented this show, because you're always touring. You're overseas a lot too.
Yeah, I'm going to Europe on Monday.
Oh my God, again, girl. You just be traveling. I be trying to keep up with you. But what made you say, like, you know what, this is very important for the culture that I do this show?
I mean, for me, it was a no-brainer, you know. Jenny, Crystal, Bella, like, those are the homegirls. I admire them as well. The feeling is definitely mutual, girl. I look up to you. I look up to you. Look up to you. Like, it's really amazing being around other powerful Latinas who are also kind and sweet and humble, you know.
Yes.
That's and you too, Cece.
Thank
you know,
you.
like
Yes.
there's a lot of people that are doing a lot of big things, and props to everybody. But it's really nice when people are genuine and easy to get along with. You know, I haven't felt like there's any kind of like tension between us or intimidation or like jealousy and stuff like that. You know, and like she was saying in the rap game, that's kind of not always the case.
Absolutely.
You know?
Well,
so
I was
it's
just
nice.
going to say that, like, a lot of people think, too, sometimes, like, you know, especially as Latinas, we get very catty, you know, and very, like, this is mine and this is what I'm
We be
doing.
crazy. Mexicanos be crazy.
But we're also showing that, listen, we are also very supportive of each other. And I think that's so important for the growth of women and Latinas in hip hop. This is for the growth, you know? So I love that. Blanca, putting this whole event together, West Coast Baddies, Saturday at the Yost Theater in the city of Santana, what message do you hope to send to young Latino women that are attending the show?
So basically, I do want to send out a big message to them. We all have to support each other. We don't have that support as females, female promoter, female producer, female artist, radio host.
Right.
You know, we have to empower each other and not hate one another. Don't let media fool you. We got to stick together. And this show is that part of history right now. I feel very strong with it and emotion towards it because it has not happened out here in the West Coast. We need that. And we needed that. And we needed
And when you
Saturday.
announced this show and you talked to people, what was the reaction you were getting?
It was a little bit of hate. Some of it was like, oh, okay, great, yeah. But a little bit of hate. And I had to educate them and tell them, you know what? you young ladies, girls, whatever it is, go listen to it. If you don't like it, that's okay. But let's support each other. Come out, come and have a great time. Give them an opportunity, because this is what it is. We go to all the hip hop guy shows.
Yeah, you're right. We do,
Yeah.
and we support them.
We support them a lot.
Are we gonna have some hip hop guys coming out and supporting us too?
Yes, we do. We have
As they should.
No
Yes.
way. Are you serious? Tell me. You
Yes.
got to tell me who's out and supporting.
So we have a few people that are gonna be surprise guests that I reached out to.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, I'm not
Period.
gonna say it until they get there. Then we can do it. Cece, you're gonna be there to do it. But we do have some producers that are coming out, music producers, and then we do have some influencers that are coming through, and then we do have some artists.
I think that's awesome. I think sometimes as females, not even just, you women being artists, but also too, like me being a host, MC, sometimes like it's easy for guys to kind of try to push us out the way and be like, oh, that's cute. But now we're going to come and dominate. So we're actually like, no, it's our time. This is our show, and you're going to come and you're going to see what these girls can do.
Yes, definitely.
I love that. Bella, how would you describe the atmosphere and energy of an all-female show compared to like other events that you've performed at?
Less I run this shit, more like, come on, let's collab, let's be together, and it's gonna be a fun night, not like I run this and
Right. Because you get that sometimes from the other guys,
Yes,
right? They'll be like, I run this.
yes.
You just eye candy or something. You're like,
Yes.
no, I actually got motherfucking talent,
Yes.
and I'm going to kill it on this mic.
Yes, I'm super excited to be with them. They're amazing.
No, for real.
All the other girls performing.
Listen, I seen Jenny in Adelanto, and she was like, for all you haters out there, all you hoes, eat my coochie hoe. Remember when you said that in Adelanto? Oh my God.
Girl, I just be talking about. I don't know if we can cuss on the radio, but yeah, it's.
I'll
'cause-
censor you. Don't trip.
Okay, period.
Okay, so you're gonna edit this?
Yes.
Yeah, no, I'm just
Okay,
kidding.
there we go.
I'm just
Rev's like,
playing.
I'm ready now. Yes.
I'm comfortable now. I'm comfortable.
Yeah, it's just because I feel like as women, we just need to own us.
Right.
And in a male-dominated industry, it's impossible. So right now, this is literally history in the making because we have all the Mexicanas united. So I feel like this Saturday is going to be history. So everybody has to be there this Saturday at the Yost Theater in Santa Ana. It's going to be amazing. And I feel like this is going to be a great platform for other young Mexicana artists,
Right.
young girls that are watching that look up to us and be like, you know what? I can do it. There's more to just being a señora en la casa, just cocinando, limpiando. There's more to us than just that. We can be
Right.
nail techs. We can be artists. We can be doctors. We can be everything that
We're
we
so
want to
creative. Mm-hmm. We're so creative. Now, with you being, who you are, Jenny 6ix9ine, you're performing, I saw you go on stage. Everybody went crazy. You got to share a story. I know there's young girls have reached out to you and you're like, this is why I do that. When was that
Definitely.
moment?
Whenever I see little girls that want to take pictures of me, oh my God, like I feel like it's like healing for me because I wish I had that older sister to tell me like, it's okay. Like you got this, you're doing everything amazing. So it always just makes me super emotional because the fact that little girls follow me and are inspired is just so surreal and so crazy.
And do you reach out to them? Do they message you and you message them back?
Well, first of all, they shouldn't be following me because it
Well,
should
these
be
kids do a
censored.
lot on Instagram they're not supposed to be doing.
They shouldn't
my
be on TikTok. I don't
God.
think kids should be on TikTok. I feel like 18 and over, yeah. But if their parents have certain content that they show about me, then that's amazing. But other than that, I don't think they should be watching my content. Girl.
I feel that. That's how I
You know
feel
what I
about
mean?
mine.
Really?
Yeah. Like my content is not for kids.
No.
It's
Right.
definitely not for kids. Maybe like teenagers, but like when people have like their little kids at my. Well, people don't take them to my shows because I don't really like having all ages shows because of that reason. Because
Right.
people bring their little kids. I think that's weird, but whatever. But if they bring them to like my meet and greet, like it's exciting to meet them, But I'm like, I hope they're not listening to my music with you, or like I hope you're being selective of which songs of mine you're playing for them. 'Cause
Right.
a lot of my music's really intense, and I cuss. And I'm talking about like crazy shit, and
We need to work on a kids album.
Down.
Wouldn't that be cute?
I'll work on a kids album. They can listen to that, but like. other
Okay,
than
hold
that-
on. She just said that right now here on K-Day. You got exclusive news from Jenny 6ix9ine. A kids album. Let's do that. Even a kids album for the holidays. I don't know. I'm just saying, right? Rev, you travel a lot overseas.
I do travel
One thing,
overseas.
like all the time, girl, I always see you and I'm like, girl, where is she at in this country now? But How important is it for you? I love that you travel overseas where they might not see a Latina or a Mexicana on stage. How important is that?
Girl, it's really important. They never seen a Mexican American over there. Like, so many people tell me all the time, I've never seen a Mexican. All
Wow.
the time, yeah. And they know I'm from LA. And even if I don't say it, like, just the way I dress, my tattoos, my piercings, my accent, you know, like,
Right.
I put on for the city all the time. Every single show that I throw in LA and outside of LA, I make everybody say West Side.
Yeah?
I'm throwing up LA, my whole set. Yeah. of
Where's the
course.
craziest place you've been to that you had everybody throwing up LA?
The craziest place I've been to? I mean, there's a lot by now. Tokyo, Japan,
And they was throwing up
Paris.
LA?
Oh, yeah. They love saying West Side.
Yeah, they're
West
excited.
Side. Like, they love it. They love it.
Now,
Yeah.
Bella, I've seen you grind. Like, you've been grinding, girl. You have been putting in the work. I've seen you all over the city. Like, I feel like now, though, you're getting your flowers, right? Like, now it's being seen on you. But for people that, that are watching, this wasn't done overnight, correct?
Correct.
I mean, speak on how long you've been doing this. Because you look young. She look young.
Oh, she is young.
Yeah, she's the
am.
baby of the family.
She is the baby.
I was doing it for 3 years now. I just had my baby like a year ago.
Oh.
So,
Aw.
I've been slacking, y'all. To all my supporters and my fans and people, I've been slacking, and I know I'm going to get on that shit. I promise you.
Well, listen, you're a brand new mom.
Yes.
And so that's a beautiful thing. So congratulations, boy or girl?
Girl.
Oh, and how does it feel?
Amazing.
Is
love
it hard? And I know, because I know, Jenny, you're a mother too. Is it hard to balance motherhood
Yes.
and making appearances and meet and greets and meetings and concerts and interviews? I mean, it has to be overwhelming sometimes.
It is. It's still amazing, though, because I still have the opportunity to see she's really young, to grow her into this music and teach her the ways of what I've learned and things that I've been through to not do, what to do and what to not do. But yeah, I'm excited.
And Jenny, how do you balance it? Because, I mean, you have a little boy, correct?
Yes, I have a little boy. Shout out to my little man, little Manny.
He's
so
cute,
cute.
girl.
He's so cute. I know he just turned 8 and he has autism. So shout out to all my special needs mommies out
Oh,
there.
wow. So you have a little bit of extra work that you got to do.
100%.
And so how do you manage all that without going
impossible.
crazy, girl? Without going crazy.
It's impossible. I will say that.
Okay.
But I have a dream and I feel like I want to be an advocate for kids with disabilities. I really want to work on passing a law to have cameras inside of the classrooms for the kids, because since my son is nonverbal, he can't tell me what goes on in school.
Oh,
So
wow.
I plan on I plan on growing my platform to eventually one day give back to the community. So it's more than just music.
How does that make you feel? Like, that's so nerve-wracking that he's nonverbal and you don't know what's going on. Like, you're right. There should be some cameras in the classroom so that you can see. So as a parent, letting him go to school, like, every
Girl,
day
I
must
be
be
fighting with everybody at the school.
No.
Yes, 100%. So it's hard, but you know what? By the grace of God, I have the strength to be able to just pull through. And that's what I think that women who are watching our story should take that and be like, you know what? Just because I have a son with disabilities, or just because I have a man who ain't, we still are super strong and we have so much strength to be able to push through that and move forward and still follow our dreams while still balancing being a mom.
And you know what? But we hear it from everybody. I'm sure you guys have heard it from all your homeboys. I've heard it from my homeboys, my homegirls. They always say the same thing. The strongest person I know is my mom. That's what everybody says, the strongest person. So kudos to you. I think that, I have 2 nephews that are special needs. So it's a lot of work. And we wonder about them when they get older. We're hoping that the world's nice to them and kind to them. So I love that you're trying to work on a law where there is
I want to change the hope into a fact.
There you go.
So that way I don't want to have to be like, what's going to happen when I die? What is going to happen when I die? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, same thing. Like, we always, I always worry about my nephews, and I'm like, it's, because you're not gonna live forever as a parent. So you're like, well, who takes care of them after me, right? That's the question.
Fear, huh?
It's a worse fear as a mother. Yeah.
Oof. So you guys, everybody sees you on Instagram. You're always glamorous, all of you. You are always performing. You're always on. What's a day like just at home? No cameras, no phones, in your sweats with a bun. Like, what's your day like at home when you're by yourself?
I'm never by myself, and I don't have a day that I'm not online.
Are you
I don't
serious,
know.
Rev?
I mean, pretty much. Yeah, I'm online every day, almost every day.
How do you relax? How do you regroup? How do you re-energize? That's hard.
And I don't regroup, and I'm always overworked.
Do you think you're a workaholic?
And tired. I'm definitely a workaholic, and that's why I'm where I'm at. And it's hard to do what I'm doing, and it's pretty much impossible. That's why most people never do it. But you know what? This is what I'm doing. This is why God put me on this planet, to change the culture and to influence people and to share my story, you know, and I've like fully accepted that role. It's very overwhelming all the time. I'm always anxious about what's going on, and because it's so much for me. But at the end of the day, like, this is what I've dedicated my life to, and I'm just gonna get it in while I'm here.
And I love that your father is like a big supporter.
He is a big supporter.
Shout out to
my
Pops.
dad.
Yeah, he's awesome.
He is. I'm
Yes.
very blessed to have my dad in my life. I was raised by my mom, and the last like 2-3 years of my life has been the most time I've ever spent with my dad in my life. Yeah.
Really?
So it's been really cool getting to know him on another level and spend more time with him, and like, it's just been a really nice experience.
And what does he feel like? What does he say about your career?
My dad's really proud of me. He's always been really supportive since the beginning. Yeah. He's always spied on my social media, you know. I remember the first time he heard my music, it was back in the MySpace days. I was like in high school, and I put my music on MySpace. And one day he told me, I heard your music. And I was like, oh no. And, you know, my early music was crazy. I was like, oh, he's like, it's pretty good. I was like, oh, thanks. He's like, yeah, good thing you didn't suck, because I would have had to tell you.
Oh my God.
I was like, oh, thank God.
He was going to give it to you straight, girl.
Yeah, that's why I'm brutally honest. My dad, that's how he is. He's like,
And
straight
Jenny,
up.
A day in the life, Jenny at home, Jenny with no phones, Jenny with no social media, just you and your baby and just hanging out.
Depressed and anxiety.
No, Jenny?
100%.
Why?
This lifestyle is crazy. The lifestyle, me battling my son's autism, it's really hard.
No, I get it.
I'm not going to cry because it took me an hour to do my makeup, bitch. Okay.
Yes, right,
but
girl.
it's extremely hard. And nobody understands what moms with special needs of a special needs child goes through.
Yeah.
So,
they don't.
but I'm a warrior. So
You are. And your son's a warrior.
It is what it is, you know?
Your son's a warrior as well. But I mean, at the end of the day, what I'm trying to really pinpoint is that we're all human and we have our moments, you know, and not only are you dealing with a special needs son and you're battling, but as artists, it has to be hard to really just deal with these people on social media.
And it's expensive.
It is?
It's so expensive.
Yes, it is.
To buy the beat, the engineer, studio time.
People don't realize that.
Makeup, the drive, the nanny, it's
The mental health.
The mental health.
Right? No,
girl.
speak on it, girl. It's
The
the truth.
therapist,
so
the
exhausting.
surgeries.
What people don't understand is that once you
The surgery.
I just got that. She said the surgeries are expensive.
We gotta get the
It's true.
massages, girl. Like, it's a lot of money, girl.
Okay, but it pays off at the end. But my question is that, you know, you open yourself up once you're on social media. It's what it is. I do it too. I open myself up, you know, to criticism. And people love to throw it at you.
Oh, yeah.
And it could be the most. I mean, listen. When I see the haters and I read the comments, I automatically think broke. They're broke.
They're for sure broke.
They're for sure broke. I always think, oh, haters, they're broke when I see nasty comments, because I have never left a nasty comment in my life on social media. I'm too busy trying to make money. I'm too busy trying to do a meeting. I'm too busy trying to make moves and build my brand. So I don't have time to do that, because if I got time to do this, I got to text somebody about a budget. You know, so but we get them. We get them. So how do you deal with it? Because I get haters, but you guys are on a different level because you know, bigger platform. You guys have, you know, thousands, millions of followers. How do you stay strong without showing that sometimes it affects you?
I block people every single day, every single hour on every single platform. Like,
I love you, Rev.
Yeah, like
she's like, it is what it is. You block.
I'm not built for that. Like, I don't like people talking shit to me. I don't like people. I just didn't grow up like that, you know. Like, the way I grew up and the way I live my life is like, if somebody disrespects me in person, you know, in my face, like, I might react in a physical way if it goes there, you know. But if it's a screen between us, there's absolutely nothing that's gonna happen. So I'm just gonna have to press block.
No, yeah, I feel that.
You know, and even, you know, and actually, I will rephrase that by saying, I actually don't even get in fights anymore. I'm also too grown for that, even.
Right.
You know, as long as somebody's not hitting me now the new rules, as long as somebody doesn't touch me, I'm gonna walk away. you know, but I just block people. And, you know, most of the time it's easy to block people, but I guess, like, if I'm having a bad week, if I'm having a bad day, sometimes the comments for sure can get under my skin. Like, some people just say the right things at the right time, you know? And they've been waiting with that comment. They've been studying you for months.
That's horrible,
yeah,
right?
It's awful. It's so embarrassing. Like, I feel sorry for these people, and it is what it is. It just comes with the territory. But it's really hard, and I know that a lot of artists, every artist gets hate, but some artists get more hate than others. You get more hate than others. I get more hate than others.
Right.
I've seen it's just a small percentage of people on the internet that for some reason we trigger people, okay, and not on purpose.
Right.
But I'm one of those artists, and so are you. I've noticed it, and it's difficult. And people, why don't you just ignore it? Like, that's easy for you to say. You'll never understand. You will never know what it's
easy.
like.
I hate when people say ignore it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
it's
like
easy.
that. I don't ignore it.
Right. How do you deal with it, Jenny?
If I'm having a really bad depression episode, I usually just watch Baddies.
Oh my God, on Zeus? I love Baddies.
I will
Wait,
they was
rewatch.
going in. Yes.
That's why the show's called West Coast Baddies.
I love it. West Coast Baddies. Yes. That's my show
Orange
too, girl.
County,
Yes.
Devin,
So
Saturday.
I will rewatch seasons like Jocelyn's Cabaret, and I will order Cheesecake Factory.
No way.
And I will eat my feelings, and then after I'll be like, I'm not so sad anymore.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
was just hungry.
I was just hungry.
No, you know, sometimes too, like, if you get it, like, for me, it affects me for, honestly, like, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
But, like, 30 minutes, it really affects me. Like, I'll be like, oh, they left a comment. And then after that, you know, your phone starts ringing, you start texting, and then you forget about it because you're back into business mode. And you're like, I ain't got time for it. You know? Blanca, for you, it has to be a little different because I don't see a lot of female, you know, promoters out there, producers, or even females in concerts. We need more females putting together concerts. We don't have that. So I can only imagine it's very male dominated. Like 1000%. So when you started doing this, I mean, did you get like pushed around, not very supportive, pushed off to the side? Like, how was it for you to be like, you want to do the right thing? This is what you feel like you want to do, but it's the support sometimes isn't there.
So a lot of people think it's easy. I'll probably get a little emotional because it is. It's really hard. It's been hard for 20-something years, even doing the entertainment business. And I started doing concerts in 2010 with Chicano rappers. And it wasn't that bad then. But in 2016, it started getting worse when I started doing the bigger concerts with other promoters.
Right.
You know, and I did reggaeton concerts. And then I switched over with Bobby D.
Shout out to Bobby D.
Shout out to Bobby D, my boss. You know, he took me under his wing because of my best friend. She got me in there, and you know, it was really hard. This industry is really hard as a female promoter, even to promote for him and help him. Doing my own, it's been really hard, and the most hate that I've gotten is from men.
Always.
Hate on me.
Yes.
That is so true.
Yes.
Like, that's the
9
thing.
out of 10 times it's a Chicano man.
Isn't that sad?
Yeah.
It's sad. What's wrong with you guys?
Because we are your Latina females. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
We're your sisters.
Yeah, your
We're
sisters. You got to
your
protect us
cousins.
and ride with us. You know, we support.
Yeah, my first sold out show was 700 people. This was my third show. It was on Father's Day. The person that I invited and catered to told me, oh, well, I mean, it is what it is, the speakers and this and that. And he started complaining about everything. And I was so hurt. But then I was like, yeah, but you were at my event.
Right.
So
Yeah.
any of the haters that hate on me, they come to my events and I welcome them all the time. It's okay, you can come to my event. And with the haters, how, you know, Jenny, she told me one time, don't even answer them. But I do. I answer them educationally. And I educate
You did
them.
tell me that you got some, and you were like, I responded back. I said, Blanca, you responded back to them?
I respond back to them and I tell them positive things in order for them to realize that the hate that they have inside, they need to check themselves on what it is.
Listen, I'm telling you right now, it is going down in Santa Ana this weekend. These amazing, you guys need a talk show. That's it. Blanca's going to work on a talk show.
Yes, I
We're
will.
going to do something like that. Jenny 6'9", Reverie, Bella, Crystal, Poppin'. I love this West Coast Baddies. I think we should be giving away some tickets. Can we do that?
Yeah.
Can I do like a pair like on each of you? Or can I do like a 4-pack? Because I like to send home girls with each other.
Yes.
Yeah?
Hell
Okay, from
yeah,
each of you,
4
we're going to do that
packs.
right now. Anything else you want to leave before you guys dip, like you want the listeners and the viewers to know about you?
Yeah.
Come on, Bella.
If you want to do something, do it. Whether it's music, you have your own business, whatever, do it. Don't be fucking afraid because your vato's holding you down, telling you not to, or your homegirl's like, nah, hating on you. Do it. Don't be fucking afraid because learning from the best, it is what it is. Just do it. You won't, what's the word I'm looking for?
You won't regret it?
Yes.
You won't regret it. Yes. You won't regret it.
Yes.
Jenny?
Stream my new remix. That's I have an unofficial remix with Sexy Red. It's gonna be uploaded this weekend on YouTube.
Yes.
But I will be performing this song on Saturday.
Oh, for the first time.
Yeah.
For the first time.
That's why you guys need to get out there.
Yes.
Rev?
I guess the last thing I will say to everybody is just to remember that life is really hard. And people make it seem easy on Instagram, but don't let Instagram fool you.
It's work.
Life is a roller coaster. Life is horrifying and tragic and terrible, but sometimes it's also beautiful and amazing and full of hope, you know, and we gotta just ride the waves. You're not the only one suffering. You've been through a lot in the past, and a lot of those things you told yourself, I'm not going to get through this. I don't know how I'm going to get out of bed. Eventually you got through it, and here you are going through another thing you think you're not going to get through, but you're going to get through it as long as you don't kill yourself. Just keep going.
That's what I'm talking about. Listen,
Yeah.
you guys been inspired by this interview. You got to listen to their music because everything they're talking about is in their music.
Yeah.
So, yes, make sure you guys go ahead, support. I'm your girl, CC. Listen, West Coast Baddies this Saturday. I'll be there. Y'all be there. Let's go. It's K-Day.